cryptocurrencies, cruising or crunched? We catch up with some of the biggest players in Asia's digital currency industry. Now, as private players like Facebook, big banks like JP Morgan and even central banks around the world start to launch their own cryptocurrencies, it's very clear that digital currencies aren't going away anytime soon. But are they on the way of becoming an alternative payment system as early investors thought? Oh, is it just morphing into something else? To find out, our Asia business correspondent Karishma Vaswani got on a cryptocurrency cruise to talk to a few of the biggest players who were gathered in Asia last week.
Thanks for joining us today. Let's get started. At the height of the cryptocurrency craze, we thought we'd be seeing a lot more of these cryptocurrencies being used in daily life, but that hasn't happened. Why not?
Every time the price of Bitcoin goes up, people say, okay, so when am I going to buy my coffee with Bitcoin? And the answer to that is not very soon. Right? It takes a long time to build a payment infrastructure. That work is happening. In the meantime, you see a tremendous amount of interest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as an asset class.
We have to see what Bitcoin really exceeds, what it actually does, which is uncensorable. There's no, central authority. If I'm transferring money, across borders or trying to escape a government that's oppressing me, Bitcoin's really good at that.
But isn't one of the barriers to using cryptocurrencies in daily life its volatility?
I think with any sort of emerging asset class, volatility is going to be the case until everyone starts using it.
And a lot of people viewing it as a sort of safe asset haven, safe asset class, and they look at it as a form of long-term investment.
If you look at what happens in Argentina recently, or the Argentinian peso is much more volatile in comparison to Bitcoin, and that itself to them is a better asset class, and the alternative serve even better compared to their national currency, for instance.
Central banks, Facebook, even Walmart is thinking about launching its own digital currency. What happens to the first generation of cryptocurrencies if these guys become mainstream?
I think things like Bitcoin stick around as a global reserve, almost a global reserve settlement layer, precisely because Bitcoin has proven itself to be resilient over the last 10 years.
I would say that they would live alongside each other. Definitely, there will be use cases for Facebook coin or JP Morgan coin or central coins, but there is still some sort of central control. There's someone that can censor your transactions. There's someone that says like, oh, this is not the right use case. I'm going to block you access from your money, and you can't do that with Bitcoin.
Security is an issue though, right? There have been high-profile thefts and hacks at many of these cryptocurrency exchanges. How do you get around that issue of trust?
Exchanges, companies can get hacked just like banks can get robbed. Just because exchange is getting hacked, it doesn't necessarily disprove the fundamentals of Bitcoin itself being a decentralized global reserve asset class. It's not easy to steal. If you look at all the Bitcoin out in circulation, of the 180 billion today, only a small fraction has ever been stolen.